Oh, good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Tottenham? Has anyone seen Reece? Has anyone seen Romero? Has anyone seen Dyer? Davis? Doherty? Bentancur? Has anyone seen Basuma? Has anyone seen Højbjerg? Højbjerg, can you hear me, Højbjerg? Your boys took one hell of a beating. Perisic, Kane, Harry Kane, can you hear me, Harry Kane? Can you hear me? Son, can you hear me? Sessegnon, Skip, Lucas Moura. Can you hear me? Antonio Conte. Can you hear me? Tottenham Hotspur Football Club.
Oh, dearie me, what a night. What a night of Premier League action. Liverpool win 1-0 v West Ham. Bowen missed a penalty though. Newcastle, Almiron absolutely flying. Gets the winner versus Everton. Can they get in the top four?
Come on, you Spurs are on their way.
1 minute and 16 seconds on the clock, and Manchester United have scored at the start of the second half. Fred, who was spectacular in the first 45 minutes, has a deflected effort past Hugo Lloris, bobble into the net to put Manchester United into the lead. Manchester United 2, Tottenham 0. The ball played to the edge of the penalty area. Come out to Bruno Fernandes after an effort from Fred, and he curled it beautifully past Hugo Lloris into the far corner. An excellent performance, the best of the season so far for Manchester United.
Oh, how are you, Cundy?
Do you know what, mate? I'm not well. I'm struggling here. I'm struggling.
You don't look your normal.
I'm
don't look your normal self.
No. I've got a little bit of the old Kemonku flu. Got a bit of the flu, and
Yes.
I'm struggling a little bit, mate. But do you know what? I'm glad I made it in here. I was at Stamford Bridge. I got in the back of a bike. I whizzed my way here. And do you know what? When I heard there was a second goal, I thought, tonight's going to be interesting.
Yes, it's interesting enough, isn't it? I mean, absolutely shocking from Tottenham, mate. We were abysmal. I know you did the Chelsea game for Chelsea TV, so you've not seen Spurs play.
To be honest with you, Chelsea weren't much better, mate.
I mean, I watched the Chelsea game. They were average, average. Brentford deserved something from the game, if not a win, but. You know, fair play to them.
I think that's neither side done anything to win it. A draw. Both sides will be there until this time tomorrow, and it'll be a draw. No one deserved to win that game. A draw's a fair result. But
yeah, Newcastle won against Everton. He's struggling a little bit. Lampard again.
Almiron though, we like Almiron. We like him.
Ever since Jack Grealish dug Almiron out, he's been brilliant.
Well, do you know what? There's always been a player in there. There's a player, and he looked a little bit like his legs were going too fast for his body. You know, get there, composure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Compose yourself.
Yeah.
And then deliver. Now he's absolutely flying right now. I think he's one of those players that could go on to be, you talk about the team of the season, one of those. I think in a couple of years' time, he might be on that sort of cusp.
Yeah, he was excellent tonight. Liverpool won 1-0. Joe Bowen missed a penalty, though. West Ham fans, they had some chances, Jace.
Did they, right?
They
Okay.
really did. I mean, look, Liverpool were good in the end, made some big blocks. Towards the end of the game, James Milner made an unbelievable block in the 6-yard box. Ridiculous how he's kept it out. And then, but look, West Ham were okay. Liverpool, are they back? Are they the team that they were? I'm not sure.
No,
I'll tell you what, Nunes looks like he's turned a corner.
Okay.
He looks good.
How big is he? Round the corner? Is he still turning it? Is it one of those big wide ones?
He's a wide berth.
Right.
He's a wide berth, but he looked again very good tonight. Played very well. He scored, and looks a bit of a problem. So look, it's one of them. But we got to talk Tottenham, mate. We've got to talk Tottenham.
No, okay, listen, you talk Tottenham. I mean, you weren't. So we had a conversation yesterday about everyone's digging Spurs out. I'm like, but you ain't playing great. I mean, there's no one's digging them out. It's an observation. You ain't got to take it personally. Spurs have not been playing brilliantly. They've not. Yet they're getting results. It's when you play like that and you don't get a result, all of a sudden it brings it into sharp focus because you're thinking, if you nick that game 1-0, you'd be saying the same as you said last night, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, not played well, but we still. Yeah. But you can't keep doing that.
Chase, they had 15 shots in 30 minutes.
Who?
Man United. They had 15 shots in 30 minutes in the first half. It was attack v defence. It was absolutely outrageous. I mean, it should have been 7-0.
But they do this, Spurs. This is the first half, right? So this is what they do. Spurs sit deep. They allow you on. They let you dominate the game. They sit there, encouraging you on. We don't believe you're good
We're
enough.
miles off it tonight.
No, but half time, you can make a case for saying Antonio Conte got it right. He'd been at half time, been here before, 0-0. And now the game now turns into a 45-minute game.
Yeah, they scored in the 46th minute.
There they go.
They scored in the 46th minute.
It's now a 44-minute game.
I was saying to the boys, I was saying, Conte's going to go in at half time. He's going to get into them. He's going to go mad. They're going to come out different side second half. Yeah. 46 minutes on the clock. 1-0 down. And then after that, it was like... It was a strange night, really. Look, take nothing away. It was probably Spurs' worst performance of the season, but it was probably Man United's best performance of the season. They were brilliant. So everyone's going to jump on the bandwagon of how bad Spurs were. Yeah, we were bad. We were shocking. It was Arsenal all over again. But Man United were sensational. They did not give us a kick, did not give us a second on the ball. Bruno Fernandes was brilliant. I thought Rashford was class. Casemiro in midfield. We got absolutely outplayed and outclassed tonight, and you just got to take them on the chin. Take it on the chin. Let's go to Trevor, who's a Spurs fan. All right, Trev.
All right, Trev.
Hi, good evening. Can I ask you, Jamie, why whenever Spurs lose, you go on with Cundy? Because he's the worst person to have next to you.
No, I know.
All right, Trev.
I know. But sadly, I work with him most of the week, Trev, so I kind of have to deal with it.
Trev.
I know you do. Anyway, going back to Tottenham tonight, and yes, United were good, but we were so dreadful. Conte only seems to have one plan. He has no other way of playing. He doesn't know how to change it. Look how long he left it before he brought any subs on tonight and made any change at all. I mean, Basuma was absolutely dreadful in the first half. I would have taken him off at half-time, brought Skip on, or even brought Moura on to try and change it. He's got no way of changing anything. And one of my mates is in massive trouble, a guy called Spenny, because he's a Spurs supporter, and he's agreed to, if Arsenal end up higher than Spurs, he's agreed to wash the Gershie's car with an Arsenal shirt on, and I think he's going to use me as the sponge.
I mean, look, Trev... I was actually looking... Trev, I was optimistic tonight. I watched Man United against Newcastle the other day, and they were... bang average, all right? And then I watched Spurs against Everton and we looked good. When we went 3-5-2, I thought, OK, here we go. They looked like a decent formation, another man in midfield, Son and Kane up front. It was the complete opposite. I mean, I was crying out for us to go 3-4-3.
I thought our midfield looked tired tonight. I mean, I thought Højbjerg didn't have a good game either. Bentancur was OK. But I thought Højbjerg looked out of sorts. They looked a bit ragged in midfield. I think that the best system is to play 3-5-2 because I think 3-4-3 is even more negative and we get overrun in midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it depends how you play. Look, I know from my own experience of watching Antonio Conte's sides, he can line up the same 3-5-3 or 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. Yeah, 3-5-3. But he can do that, but he plays a totally different way. So the wing-backs, you'll say, basically, go on, you play as wingers. Or sometimes you'll say tuck in. He'd done that against Man City. He played 5 at the back at Man City at home. It was a brilliant goal from De Bruyne. They beat us 1-0. And you're like, you've not had a go here. You've tried to nick a goal. And this is at home, a good side, obviously. But you can still play... There's different ways of playing the same system. There are personnel you can have in there which makes it a more attacking or a more defensive system.
We were miles off it tonight. I mean, absolutely miles off it. Man United, every single time we got the ball, first touch, bang, Man United player was there, going after it, all over the pitch. Man United had the ball, Jace. And you can anticipate where the ball's going to go as a player, right? When you're defending in a shape, you think, right, that ball's going to go there, it's going to go there, it's going to go there. And then the best teams will go after it. Tottenham, they were 10 yards off every Man United player every time they got the ball.
Let me ask you a question, right? If you were managing against Conte Spurs, what you've seen this season, how would you play in the first half?
Yeah, go after them.
Yeah, because they give you the impetus. They sit deep. They encourage you. They're happy to sit there and say you're not good enough defensively. But done it against Wolves at home. If they're going to do that against Wolves at home, they're going to do it against Man United away. But United realised that, went after them, clearly took advantage of that. it's all about the first goal. And then, once you get the first goal, how do Spurs change?
We didn't change.
Well, there you go.
We didn't make any changes. James, I couldn't believe it.
But he done that against Chelsea. Remember against Chelsea, right? We got the goal. He didn't change until there was about 73 on the clock.
Yeah, that's...
so he's hanging in the
80th
game.
minute.
But in the end, you know,
the game was crying out to bring Sessegnon and Perisic for me. Right. I'm not sure about him. I think he's really average. I don't think he can play in them moments against teams like Man United when they're coming after you. You know, at home, okay. Sessegnon he should start in that game. And it was crying out to go 3-4-3. It really was. Right. And you know, I've wanted to see 3-5-2, but tonight we were absolutely terrible. Let's go to Aaron, who's a Man United fan. All right, Aaron.
Jimmy G, Jason, you all right?
Hi, Aaron.
Yeah, good, mate. You lot praise Bruno, but I want to give a shout out to Dallo at right back. He had a brilliant game today. Good game. Jamie, I only seen 9 men on the pitch tonight because where were the front two?
Oh, what's happening here? Go on. Who's missing? Who wasn't on the team sheet?
Kane and Son, I don't know where they were because we didn't see them tonight.
Where were they, Jay? What happened?
They was in Martinez's pocket, mate. That's where they were. I mean,
and the other question I wanted to ask you, Jason, are you worried for Saturday night if we play like we did tonight?
I didn't see the game, but if you play as well as you did, as I've heard, and we play like we did today, then yes. But do you know what? You played against the Spurs side that have been really bang average all season, so it's hard to gauge.
Still got more points than you.
Yeah, with a game in hand the same, if we win it.
That's true. Aaron, look, just mate, it's easy to dig out Tottenham, and we were terrible, but that has to be the best performance from Man United this season. By miles.
Beat Arsenal, beat Tottenham, beat Liverpool. Chelsea are our next team. So if we can beat Chelsea, be a good result.
Yeah, so it was a big performance. It really was. Aaron, thanks for calling.